I think I might have stumbled across the perfect underdog tactic. And not only here for Swansea City, but I've tested it too on Norwich. Look out for a video on that very, very soon. But for now, the city of Swansea is talking about, could European football next season really be possible? Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And if you're a first-time visitor, why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. But if you have been with us, you'll know that we are doing very, very well indeed. But we did have this very strange winter break because of the World Cup. So I decided to take a day off and to go and watch the World Cup final between England and France. It did cause a bit of a stir amongst the media because the media could not work out why I was at the game. But had they asked me, I'd have told them I just fancied a day off. But anyway, in the game, it was quite an interesting game, and England did take the lead when Bellingham rocketed a shot from outside the box into the top corner, and it looked for all the world at this stage like it might be England's day. But it was never going to be that simple for England, and although they dominated the early stages, France were going to not let them get away with this one as easily as England thought they might. But they had got off to a good start, and despite heavy pressure from France, England had managed to hold on. But then in the 79th minute, Mbappe, breaking into the penalty area, managed to get an equaliser, and France at this point were on the up. It was England 1, France 1. Another lovely goal to grace the World Cup stage. But unfortunately, I just felt Dembele had been given far too much space. His pass found Mbappe, and that was 1-1. Never in doubt. And the game had taken a very exciting turn. And then right on the death of extra time, France, I think in the end, deserved winners, began to put extreme pressure on the England defence, and it was coming. And Pogba, whoa, what a save that was by Ramsdale, who is now England's first choice goalkeeper. And from this resulting corner, France fired in the corner, it's headed away, and Hernandez picks up the ball outside the box. He fed it to Suzuku. Suzuku gave to Dembele, and Dembele whipped in a shot from the corner of the penalty area, curled it into the far corner, and France had taken the lead in the 121st minute. What a game, what a competition, and France had stolen the game at the death, and I think watching the game quite deservedly so. And what wonderful goals that we had to grace the competition. And I'm looking at France picking up the trophy, dreaming of that my Swansea team being up there winning the club's biggest prizes. And one day maybe that will come. And well done to France for winning the World Cup final, and absolutely well deserved as far as I could see. But I had to get back home, and it was back to business at Swansea. Excuse me. And we have some football to play and some news to give you, because you remember that I hinted I would ask the board for a transfer budget increase, and as soon as I left that, the very next day I asked for one, and they gave me an increase of almost £12 million. So suddenly for the winter transfer window, I've got £12 million and I've begun to spend it. And I've spent 2 million of it, well, only 1 million actually up front, on Jean-Oud Aholu. That's going to be very tricky for me to know. Defensive midfielder or midfielder, ball-winning midfielder. I really could do with another ball-winning defensive midfielder, as Mendy isn't in form at all. And Downs, this will mean that Downs can go up into central midfield. He looks like a very decent player to me. Has technical value, as mentals and physicals. Physicals are particularly good. Can tackle, good work rate, and I think we've made a good signing there for just £1 million up front of that fantastic little budget that we were given by the board. And also another bit of news is that I'm delighted to say that we have extended Flynn Downs' contract with a new 5-year deal. Didn't cost us an arm and a leg. Just 38k per week on a 5-year deal. He is, or has become, an exceptional player. He came into the Premier as a 3-star player, and now he's 3.5-star within half a season, and his potential is 4.5-star now. And I wanted to get that new contract over the line because clubs were starting to sniff around him and think that they could pick him up for a song. We've had to give him a contract release fee of 24 million, but that's fine. We're happy to have him. And then this happened to turn up in my inbox. Pookie wants to come to Swansea, and he's reportedly wanting to join a big club. That's a laugh. And Swansea would allow him to do that. The question is, at 32 years old, I mean, let's face it, he still looks like he's got what it takes at this level. Good pacey player, good finishing and composure, great teamwork, great work rate. He looks like he could be a very decent signing, or could this be a red herring? And he will start fading away very quickly as soon as we sign him. We could pick him up for a song for just over £1 million. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Should we sign Pookie, or should we let this one go? Is it a red herring? I think he still looks like a decent player, but I think he's not signable because he's not really future plans. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Sign Pookie or don't sign Pookie. We are obviously still looking for a striker, but is he the one? And in terms of how we're doing, we are now up to 4th in the Premier League. We have developed this method of playing in the Premier League as underdogs. And if we take a look at what's happened in the schedule since you were away, not a lot. You saw us beat West Ham and then Manchester United, a game we weren't expected to get anything out of. We played the new system that we had discovered against West Ham, and we took the game to Manchester United, and Harry Maguire, he made a dreadful error and presented the ball to Delap in the 9th minute, and we took the lead. And try as they may, Manchester United tried so much to get back into this game, but they were unable to do so. And we had beaten Manchester United by 1-0. That mistake by Harry Maguire, of course it was going to be Harry Maguire, had cost them dear. Fisher had another brilliant game. He is becoming a top-class goalkeeper, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him knocking on the door for an England cap at some point. It could have gone, with goals could have gone in at either end. We created chances. Manchester United created chances. Delap burst through and had a great chance, but a great save by De Gea kept him out. And it was that kind of end-to-end game, which could have gone either way. We held on, we defended well, we created chances. As Rico burst into the box, Delap had a really good chance there. And we actually matched Manchester United stride for stride. United did have a really good chance towards the end when Fernando's on his own in the 6-yard box put his shot wide. But that was their last chance of the game, and we'd beaten Manchester United. And then Chelsea. We went away to Chelsea, again, not expecting anything. Reece James made an error there. Lavery burst through, and Lavery had the game's first chance early on. And it was a game where I actually felt very, very comfortable playing against Chelsea. Again, both sides were creating chances. Chelsea didn't really look that dangerous. Again, we defended well. Again, our goalkeeper was outstanding. And we looked fairly comfortable. I was fairly content that we were going to hold Chelsea out and that we were going to at least get something from this game. And eventually we were to get something out of this game. Chelsea, though, always going to be a dangerous opponent. Missed chances. Had they taken their chances early on, it might not have been the story that we anticipated, that it actually turned out to be. Lavery had another chance for us. We actually matched Chelsea in all statistical areas. Reece James came close with a very, very dangerous free kick. And at half-time, everything was looking good. In the second half, a mistake by the Chelsea centre-half, and Lavery burst through, and Lavery's shot was too much for Mendy, who could only get fingertips to it, and it rolled into the far corner. Swansea 1-0 up, and we held on. Determination, doggedness, and brilliant defending at times helped us to hold on. The number of times we block the ball, looking at the stats, is phenomenal. And then we went into this long winter break, and we organised some friendlies after they had come back in a dreadful state. We needed to get them back up to fitness, which we've done to a certain degree, and we now face Bristol City at home in the Premier League. And so I think now would be a very, very good time to go and play our game against Bristol City. This is a game we must win. We can close the gap on the top four here, as Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool and Manchester United are all playing each other. And Fisher's in goal with Vojvoda, Williams, House and Rico at the back. Downs, Magyar, Grimes and Neacham in midfield, with Gian and Pirro up front. Gian is getting his chance. He looked dangerous. Certainly looked dangerous in the friendlies that we played, and he's going to get his chance up front. And hopefully he can produce the goods for us today in a game against 19th placed Bristol City, a game we should win quite comfortably. And so I'm looking for us to dominate the game and to attack and to score lots of goals. That's what I would like. But it's been a fairly quiet start. And Bristol City have just hoofed the ball up the pitch. And Grimes has a free kick. And that's weak, it's tame, but it's actually hit the bar. So that was quite close. And we are, I think, well, we're not actually dominating the game. Bristol City are giving us as good as they've got, and we are actually losing the possession here. We need to try and do something about that. But a little tweak there, and we are starting to get a little bit more possession against them now. But I'm not too happy with how things are going. Looking at our shot map, it's not great, and we need to work the ball into the box a little bit more. And Swansea have a corner, and that is well defended by Bristol City. This is not great. This is not what I wanted to see. We are now starting to dominate the chances. XG is far better, but I'm going to tell them that is not good enough. get out there and change that. That's not anywhere what I'm expecting. Do need to be careful, but we really need to be taking this game to them. Magyar finds Gian. Gian all the way back to Rhys Williams. We do play patiently. We have to play patiently. We can't go zipping the ball around like the bigger teams. But here is Neacham. Neacham finds Rico. Rico back to Neacham. And there's a ball into the box for Gian. And Gian, Afena Gian, I was hoping for a game from him today. And he has scored. They are checking VAR, but I think he was onside. We'll just have a quick peek. Neacham's pass, yeah, he was onside. And we'll take that. We are a goal to the good. Gian has put the ball in the back of the net. And they're still checking VAR. And we can clearly see he's onside. And what a delightful finish as the goalkeeper rushed out at him. So now we are still in fourth, but we have 32 points now from our 16 games. And I'm happier now that we're a goal up, but it's not as much as I'd hoped it would be. But if we take all the victories that we can, you've got to remember that the media predicted us to finish in 19th. We're in fourth in the Premier League. And here is Gian again, and it is now 2-0. And whoa, we are flying here at Swansea. The whole town is buzzing. We are making this game look very, very easy at the moment. And if we can hold on to this, this will be our 5th successive win in the Premier League. And what a goal that was by Gian. And he deserves his chance. He's played well in the midwinter break friendlies, and I decided to give him a go, and he's rewarded my trust in him with 2 fabulous goals. And now we're picking up the game. Downs and Grimes combining. Gian, Neacham, Pirro. This is really lovely football. And here's Gian. And Gian is in again, and that's a great save. That was a chance for his hat-trick. I'd like to have seen him put that away. But a little bit of inexperience, I think. He's still a young boy at 19. And there's a corner that comes in, and that's headed out. Grimes picks up the loose ball. Grimes, Neacham, Downs in midfield. What a fantastic midfield we have. And Magyar, who we signed from Arsenal, he's just fitted into that side absolutely brilliantly. But here come Bristol City. We can't rest on our laurels here and assume the game is won. There's still 20 minutes to go. And I'm just thinking, should we shut up the shop a little bit? But no, we're going to let the game go because we should win this, and Bristol City have scored. But the referee, I think, is talking to the linesman about this. I think we are likely to have a VAR check. I thought he was onside. But actually he was offside. The goal has been disallowed. And I thought he was actually onside. Whoa, that was close. And we've had a couple of good VAR decisions as well of late, which is nice to see because usually they go against us. But 71 minutes gone, and it is still Swansea 2, Bristol City 0. House feeds Kayembe, and he's come on in place of Grimes, who's tired. Grimes, who's played pretty much every game for us, and he's obviously going to suffer. And here comes... No, it's not Grimes, because Grimes is still on the pitch. He's come on for... I'm not quite sure who I just brought him on for. In fact, I haven't brought him on. He's been on the pitch all the time. I don't know what I'm talking about. But now we are going to make some changes. And in fact, it's too late. It's full time. And we have won the match. And it is Swansea 2, Bristol City 0. I'm losing my mind. I'm euphoric and delirious at being 4th in the Premier League. And we're only 5 points behind Arsenal, who are top of the league. And Is it possible? Are we going to get some European football? We're halfway through the season almost, and why not? Let's keep dreaming. Let's keep holding on to this dream that we can actually achieve European football at the end of the season. We'll just have a quick look at the schedule now. Things are going to get back to normal. However, in order to catch up, January is going to be extremely busy. There are a lot of fixtures in January, and I think we might come back for the Wolves game after the transfer window has shut. We will be doing a little bit of business, I think. Maybe a forward, maybe a central defender. I'm not sure. I think we're fine now in midfield, but we'll have to see how that window goes. And we have games after Manchester City in the Cup. We have Leeds, Fulham, Watford, Newcastle. These are very winnable games. I can't wait to find out where we will be come the Newcastle game. And that's it for this video. Don't forget, if you're a first-time visitor, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment and help the channel to grow and help us to support the really worthwhile cause that is scrolling above, something we feel very, very passionate about. And for now, all that remains to be said is thanks for watching, and we'll see you after the transfer window has shut with news of what could be a busy little window. We will see you soon.